Sweety Pie, and welcome back again. We're doing something a little bit exciting today. Today we are looking at, subscribe, like, comment. If you have been here before, why the hell haven't you subscribed yet? That's a question. That's a question you will have to ask yourself. Today we are talking about the new Huda Beauty revised nudes palette. It's the Naughty palette. All right, and this is the beauty right here. And I have already dug into this palette. We're going to do swatches today. I'm going to talk about the palette. We're going to compare the palette a little bit to the new nudes palette. And yeah, we're just going to do like a whole thing. So if you are, wanting to know a little more about this palette, see what my, opinions are on it and all that good jazz, then clearly stay tuned. All right, let's go, guys. So today, the Naughty Nudes. I'm going to show you how I got this look today. I kind of did a cut crease, but not. It was a nice look. I kind of liked it. But yes, so this is the Huda Beauty Naughty Nudes palette. It was $88 Canadian on the Sephora website, which is where I purchased it. I actually bought it during the VIB sale, so I got 20% off. Thank God for that. It has I'm trying to move my phone. It has 18 shades in this, and I really want to read you the Sephora need to know because it really kind of sums it up. I have it on my phone. I didn't want to write it out, or I probably would have. It says, a reimagination of the best-selling New Nudes palette. This palette contains 18 stunning shades in 5 ultra-wearable textures, harmoniously created to undress your eyes, creating an after-dark smolder with 8 velvety soft pigmented mattes, 5 high shine metallics, 3 luxe, multi-reflective marble creams, 1 mesmerizing marble matte cream, and 1 shimmering gloss hybrid with encapsulated bronze and berry pearls to take your playtime to the next level. Okay, so what we have here, and I'm just going to, in the palette, with what Huda says, is you have 8 velvety soft mattes, 5 metallics, 3 creams, well, 4 creams, but 1 is a matte cream, and 1 gloss. So as we, I hope I was holding that up for you guys. As we go through and we swatch these, I'll let you know what formula it is and, what it was like, all that jazz. So yeah, let's go into comparisons. I'm going to pull out my new nudes and we're going to kind of look at them and see if there's anything that is really similar in this palette. So I just went and got all of my Huda palettes. I didn't realize I had pretty much all of her palettes except for the first one. So you've got the Mercury Retrograde, which I think was her last one. Then you have this one, the New Nudes, which is the one we're going to look at. And then you have the Desert Dusk, which I think this one's probably my favorite. She's so good at textures, although I will say I think the mattes in this one are creamier than the ones in those palettes. All right, so let's open up this New Nudes palette. So clearly these two palettes are kind of berry neutral toned. And that's why I'm just kind of gonna hold them together. As I look at this, I do not see any, and I'll try and get a better picture for you guys so you can see them both, but I don't see any shades, honestly, that are close to, they're not the same. So yeah, there's no shades that I can see that are straight up dupes for each other. I wonder if Crave is a dupe for Tantric. No, they're not the same. All right, good. So yeah, you're not getting repeat shades or anything. When I read that on Sephora, I was like, what? but there are no like repeat shades or anything like that. It's just supposed to be kind of like reinvented. There are so many textures in this palette, and I think that's what she's going for, is an experience with her palettes. And I kind of love that. That is kind of like when I open a palette, I know it's unexpected and a lot of people want to do like, you know, everyday looks. But I love the textures in her palettes, and I love how it's kind of surprising. Sometimes you'll put them, you know, one on the lid and you'll be like, oh, whoa, I was not expecting it to be that amazing. Anyway, so swatches. Let's get into the swatches of this palette, and I'm thinking let's just do them on my arm, and then what I'll do is some close-ups if I have to. Sometimes they come out really good in this lighting. Sometimes I'm like, what the hell is this? So we'll go by that. Anyway, let's start with the first row. We have Filthy, which is like it's a mauve matte purple. And it's pretty light, so that's why, there you go. Then we have the first cream marble in the palette, and it is called Passion, and it's kind of a duochrome purple blue. Even though she says they're creams, like see, a little bit just dropped off onto my arm, so they're still, oh, look at how pretty that is. So that is a really pretty color. I did a smoky eye this week with that shade, and I hate that when I'm going to work, I rarely take pictures of my looks. And if I do, you know, it'll be on like Instagram, you know, where they're gone the next day kind of thing. I hate that. I need to be better with that. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that because I'm constantly trying out the palettes that I'm reviewing, and it'd be nice to have kind of a stockpile of those looks to explain or talk about. Tell me what you think in the comments. Anyway, the next one we have is Shameless, and it's a metallic, and these ones are a little flakier. They're a little bit more transparent, like it would be your inner corner kind of shade. Then we have Please Me, which is your next metallic. Super pretty flecks of like pinky glitter in that, and very shimmery. I have that on the outer corner of my eye today. You'll see that applied. Then we have the next matte, which is Hypnotic. And then we have the only matte cream in the palette, which is Hard. And it's this like kind of darker satiny. It actually worked really good in the crease, and I had it kind of on the lid a little bit for like a really simple look. But yeah, it's very creamy, and it's blendable though. Like with a brush, it is blendable. All right, next we have another matte, and that is Untamed. And it is very purpley. It has a very purple, warm tinge to it, but it's a dark matte. Then we have Irresistible, which is a shimmer, a metallic, I should say. Very rose gold metallic. Now we have probably one of my favorite shades because it's very unexpected. This is one of her like cream marbles in Flower Power. This is so beautiful. If you want to just pop this all over the lid and do like a neutral eye, it is stunning. It looks so reflective. It's kind of like the dazzle shadows or sequin shadows. Yes, sequin shadows that Tati has in her palette. There's one that is very beige. It is so, so pretty. So, so pretty. This is a lot like that. Less glittery though. More shimmery. And it's got like this yellowy tinge to it. Then we have 3 mattes together, and I'm literally going to swatch these all together. This is Rough, Spicy, and Arouse. Rough, Spicy, and Arouse. These worked really well. Like honestly, I used Spicy today. That's what like the darkness is all in my crease, and it worked really well and it blended really well. Like I'm surprised. I think I like these mattes better than I've liked some of their previous ones, like the Desert Dusk. I don't know. I've got to look into ingredients. Maybe she started using something other than cornstarch. I always kind of liked the cornstarch ones though. They were really like rough, but they blended really nicely, in my opinion. Anyway, let's go in. The shade here that we're on is Slippery, which is that gloss. And honestly, I could swatch this, but I don't think you're gonna really see the actual effect of it. You see, it's just like it's a gloss. I have it on my cheeks today, which, ooh, I thought I was gonna drop that palette. And it's a little bit sticky on the tops, but it is very reflective. All right, so you'll see the gloss being applied today. This is probably my favorite metallic in the whole thing. This is Tantric, and although, ooh, I'm gonna, you know what should I do here? Because I could go like this, but I feel like that's gonna be hard to do. Let's just, I can't continue to, I'm gonna switch over to the other hand. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out. So yeah, we're gonna do the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades on my left hand. This is definitely my favorite metallic. And I'm sorry, I'm left-handed, so this might be a joke. Oh, look at how pretty that is. I love that so, so much. Then we have another matte, which I did use today. This is Naughty, and it's just like a medium toned brown with a little bit of mauviness in it. See, everything she has, I'm itching my nose, I know, I'm so sorry. Everything she does, she puts mauve in, like literally. We have the last 2 metallics. Oh, is Desire a cream though? I'm not sure. I want to check. Just pause this whole scenario. So yes, it is a metallic, but it is so creamy. It does crease on me. So anyway, we have Provocative, which is actually, was it one of the, I can't remember. I think this was one of the creams. Is Provocative? No, Provocative and Desire are both metallics. Oh my gosh. That Desire shade is so pretty, like ridiculous. And then lastly, we have Juicy, which is a soft peach matte. And still on the mauve-y side. So let me do some close-ups, see if I can do some close-ups. So guys, all right, I want to do a look using the Naughty Nudes, and I think I'm gonna kind of do like a bit of a cut crease. We'll see how intense it actually ends up getting. I'm gonna use like I'll say the names as I use them, but I'm gonna use like Hypnotic, Rough, Naughty. I'm going to do like these 3 shimmers here, and then maybe I'll put Slippery on my cheekbones, and you know, we'll kind of do that. I also really like this shade Desire, but it's like really creamy, to the point where like it just creases on my lids a little bit. So anyway, let's go. I already primed my lids with my, I am like reviewing this right now, the Makeup by Mario. This is their Master Eye Preppin' Set. So I use the light shade, and I'm just gonna go in with like a super light dusting of the powder in here. Oh, good job, Melissa. I just went right into the cream. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit of tape down. I wish I had some shadow guards, but I do not, so. But we're gonna go into Hypnotic. And this is like darker than your, and we're going to aim high because we want to get that shimmer above the crease. And I'm just gonna kind of wing that color out. And I don't know if you can see, but it's just like, it's like a beginner crease color for my skin tone. I'm gonna stop talking. I feel like sometimes when I'm doing this, I can blether. But yeah, so I'm just taking that and just aiming high because we're gonna kind of cut that crease. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a whole crazy cut crease, but I'm definitely gonna bring those shimmery colors all the way out. I've got that where I want it. I'm gonna go in with my next darkest shade, which is, oh, I don't know whether I should go in with the next darkest or no. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with Naughty, which is the dark brown, with a very small brush, and I'm gonna go right where I want like the crease to kind of start. You know what? As I've blended out that Naughty shade, I've realized that I kind of want to take it even darker because that blended out really, really well, in my opinion. And I'm just gonna go into a different brush with a tiny bit of Hypnotic, which is that lightest shade, and I'm just kind of dusting just to be perfect. All right, now I'm gonna go in to Spicy, which is like, it looks like a dark browny purple. I can't really, yeah, it's definitely got purple tone. Oh yeah, look in the camera. It's definitely got purple tones to it. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to really focus that on the inner crease. Yeah, that color Spice definitely has some purple tones to it, which is really pretty actually. All right, so now we're going to cut the crease. I honestly kind of hate doing this because precision is not my bag, but I'm gonna try. Couple different options here. I've got, ooh, this one is super old. This is the e.l.f. Eyeshadow brush. You can get these for like $1. but they're small and they do have like a tapered tip on them. This one is the BH Cosmetics number 4 brush, which again, you know, really small, but a flat brush. I'm gonna try the BH Cosmetics one first, and I'm gonna go into this Makeup by Mario, the lightest shade, because I know this kind of dries down a little matte, so if I can get it on my eye and looking good, it might be cool. To kind of fade it out a little bit. So we're gonna go in with our first shimmer, and I know that these shimmers are better with your fingers, so it's paining me to have to go into them differently, but we're gonna start with Tantric, and I'm going to just start patting that on the inner, and I may have some fallout. You know what, I'm gonna try and go in with my fingers a little. Actually, I don't mind that. Okay, so we've done that shade, and because I want to go and put multiple shades on, I'm going to go in to, I'm thinking we're going to go to Provocative. Yeah, that's like that bronzy shade on the bottom. And I'm just going to kind of mesh that together with my fingers. Let's pull you closer. See, I'm just kind of meshing those two together. And I'm so happy I changed to using my finger, because this is actually way more sparkly and pretty like this. And then I'm going to go in to Please Me, which is that darker bronzy shade. And I'm going to kind of pat that all the way up to the crease. And kind of just pushing it up a little bit into, just to blend it slightly so it doesn't look too harsh. And then again, I'm gonna go in with, this is the shader brush by Quo, I think. Yeah, just regular shader brush. You could do it with anything. And I'm gonna go in with Provocative, which feels very creamy. I think this might be one of her creams. And I'm just kind of blending that a little bit. And then for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna go into Flower Child, which, let's just grab a random, this is just a random dollar store baby brush. Oh, I love this shade. It really does kind of like put out something special. Okay. All right, guys. So I have, oh my God. I have finished the look. And I was thinking I should probably just throw on this gloss just so you can see it. If I can get the palette open. Oh my gosh. Ah! Okay. I would really like a sponge rather. Oh, there's one. Okay. Now, I have put this on with a sponge before. Now, if you're going to put this on your face, I don't know how long you're going to have it for. But I don't really like glossy eyes. You know what? Today, it's my day off, so I might just like throw this on my eyes after I have a shower. See, it has some, can you see that? It has some pretty pink luminosity to it, but it's a gloss, so it's going to stick. Like, I wore this to work one day and I definitely could feel kind of the stickiness. And I can't tell if the pan's really going down that much, honestly. You can see like the pigment pearls being used up though. See, the sheen from the light is definitely picking that up, which is pretty. Alright guys, oh, lip color. I went into, and I'm literally going to change my lip color like 6 times today because I'm actually able to wear lipstick, but I am wearing one of the MAC Holiday lipsticks. This is in the shade Bricola. Yes, is it Bricola? And it's an amplified cream. I think it looks cute with this like very sultry, is it neutral? I can't really tell. I think it's probably leaning more warm, but I really like this. Oh, this turned out so pretty. Alright guys, so you have seen me create this very pretty look and you've seen me swatch the palette. My final thoughts really here, I have tried this 10 times now, I think, and if you are looking for another eyeshadow experience like Huda Beauty brings out, like when I was looking at her palettes, like even I'm saying like too much. Even her first palette that I got was the Desert Dusk, which was a while ago. There are so many pretty textures in this palette, like, and eyeshadows definitely have come a long way, but she just again and again and again produces some, like, an interesting experience. And I think like she's kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say like telling a story with her palettes, but it's just, it's always kind of a joy to like be using them and experiencing them. The Retrograde is such a cool palette as well, like so cool. I don't think I reviewed this on my channel just because when I got it, it was older and I was getting it on sale. But it's so pretty as well. Like New Nudes, I think the mattes are just steadily getting better from her. These were really blendable, and like it's not that I don't like her formulas, but her shimmers are definitely something that I like more. I don't know. I don't know. The mattes in this palette are great though. I think that they're fantastic and I like the textures. Like the creams are so cool to work with. That passion shade, so pretty, so pretty. It's like a very duochrome. I really love tantric. You know, you can use a glitter glue if you have to, but like as you can see, I haven't had much fallout after it's already on my face and, you know, locked in. So yeah, it is another neutral palette. That is what this is. This is not a like colorful, like, you know, beautifully rich in pigment palette. That's not what this is. This is a neutral palette with a shot of purpliness because Huda cannot do a palette. Like, and Jessica's right, she can't do a palette without putting pinks or purples in it, but that is my jam. That's my jam. I love that, so I continue to buy all of her palettes. But yeah guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys will come back next time for another review, or you know, go watch my VIB sale. That is going to be like, that's probably up before this, so yeah, go watch that. I'm sure some links will be coming up momentarily, and yeah, subscribe if you guys haven't. I'm sure that'll be popping up right here as well. I love you guys so much and I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and you know, here comes the Christmas season, so I hope we're all, you know, wearing our masks, being healthy and safe, and whatever you're doing to just get by in this crazy world right now. All right, bye guys.